Title: The Illusion of the Ticking Clock. A philosophical tale of time. Time is a stubborn illusion. Albert Einstein. There's a strange moment that happens to everyone. You glance at the clock. The second hand moves. Tick. Then you look again, and for a fleeting instant, time pauses. The second hand seems frozen, as if the world forgot to keep spinning. That moment, subtle, uncanny, hints at a deeper mystery. What if time, that endless river we all swim in, isn't a river at all? What if time is a trick? The prison of the present. We live inside a moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, just now. The past is a memory, the future is a guess. But this now, so solid, so urgent, is slipperier than it seems. Imagine standing on a train platform, a train speeds past, someone else riding on that train drops a ball. To you, the ball moves in a curve. To them, it falls straight down. Whose version is real? Einstein asked similar questions and changed everything. He showed that simultaneity is relative. Two events that are now for one observer might not be now for another. In short, there is no universal present. The now we hold so dearly? A local illusion. Time, it turns out, may be far more like space, vast, layered, and entirely dependent on your point of view. 2. The block universe. All moments at once. Enter a radical idea, the block universe. In this model, all of time, past, present, and future, exists at once, like frames in a film reel. You, reading these words, are just passing through one frame. Time doesn't flow. It just is. The past hasn't vanished. The future isn't waiting. They're all there, equally real, equally permanent. It's not a new idea. Philosophers like Parmenides of Elea believed change was an illusion. Nothing comes to be, he said. It simply is. Einstein echoed this. The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. So here's a haunting image. You, as a baby, are still out there, frozen in space-time. So is your last heartbreak. So is your death. 3. The arrow that bends. But if all time exists simultaneously, why do we feel it moving? Why is there an arrow of time, always pointing forward? The answer may lie in entropy, the measure of disorder in a system. A glass falls and shatters. Shards do not leap back into place. Eggs scramble. Smoke disperses. Memory records the past, not the future. This thermodynamic arrow gives time its direction. But entropy doesn't forbid time from running backward. It just makes it unbelievably improbable. Technically, nothing stops smoke from re-entering a cigarette. It just doesn't. And yet, if the laws of physics are time-symmetric, meaning they work the same forward and backward, why should time's flow feel so absolute? What if our perception of time's arrow is a function of memory, not reality? The mind's mirror. Let's try a mind-bending experiment. Picture a being that lives in a universe where time runs backward, not metaphorically, but physically. They experience causes after effects. They remember the future, forget the past. For them, a broken vase leaps into wholeness, then is placed gently on a table. From their perspective, we are the strange ones. Now, here's the kicker. If such a creature existed, how would we know? Would their reality be any less valid than ours? Our brains are pattern-finding machines. They stitch moments into a coherent story. But what if time isn't really flowing? What if our consciousness is just a projector, lighting up one frame after another and calling that movement? Like a flipbook in your mind. V. Time and the simulation hypothesis. Consider a video game. Inside the game world, characters experience time. Day turns to night, actions have consequences. But from the outside, from the programmer's perspective, the entire game can be paused, rewound, or accelerated. What if our universe is a simulation running on some incomprehensible processor? What if time is just a loop in the code? Here's an eerie thought. In many simulations, time doesn't have to exist between frames. Events are calculated, then rendered. From the system's view, time is optional, a convenience for storytelling. So, whose story is this? Strange clocks and broken time. Let's dip into a few bizarre facts. Time runs slower in gravity. Put one twin on Earth and one near a black hole. When they reunite, they've aged differently. This isn't theory. We've measured it with atomic clocks and satellites. At the speed of light, time stops. A photon, traveling from a distant star, takes billions of years to reach us. But from its point of view, it arrives instantly. In dreams, entire lifetimes can unfold in minutes. In trauma, seconds stretch into eternities. So what is time? A ticking metronome? A product of perception? A local glitch? Maybe it's not a thing at all. Maybe it's the absence of stillness. 7. Conclusion: the hourglass that watches you. So, can time be an illusion? In every meaningful sense, yes. Not because it's fake, but because it's framed. And the same way a film is not the motion itself, but a sequence of stills. The same way a melody is not in the notes, but in the space between them. We think we move through time, but maybe time moves through us, like wind through leaves, like memory through mind. Or maybe, just maybe, the only real time is the moment you become aware. And if that's true, then right now, this instant, reading this sentence, is not the latest bead on a string. It is the whole necklace.